Hey guys, what's going on? Today is a new pick a card reading that I brought to you guys. This one is going to be about what they want to say to you, but feel like they can't. Whether that's because you're not in contact, they're not around, or you just can't for some reason. So anyway, there are 5 piles here. I'm just going to move this over. But for reference, in the picture, this side is the one with the black obsidian, and this one's by the lotus flower. So this is going to be group 1 by the black obsidian, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes just to look at them here in case you don't want to do the thumbnail. I'm just going to give you a few. Get these good sage. I love this stuff. It's like a sage smudge spray. It smells, I didn't think the smell of sage could get better until I smelled a spray version. Alright, so I think you guys have had long enough. I'm going to go ahead and dive into group number 1 here. Just going to move these piles off to the side. Alright, so now that my awkward intro's over, I'm going to go ahead and get started with you guys, group number 1. Alright, let's see here. So, this definitely could be a love relationship if you chose this pile. The whole central theme here is about them making a decision. You could be in no contact with this person because they have a big decision to make in regards to either this relationship or another relationship. This is so funny. Actually, I tried to do this reading 3 days ago, and this is a pretty similar message to what I got then, but the camera kept dying, the energy was just weird. I was just like, whatever, we're just not today, I guess. So yeah, let me see here. So yeah, they have to make a decision about future plans in regards to this relationship. Especially there's like an influence or a what is the word I'm looking for? And you all have differences. So whether this is like, you guys have a different idea of what you guys want for the future, what you want. This also could be in regards to a move. The 3 of Wands is here along with the Chariot, and that's definitely, that could be a physical move. And this is making them really anxious, whatever these differences are. You guys just have different opinions, and they're having a really hard time communicating that to you. They feel like maybe closed off and guarded at this moment. And this could be related to a career. They could have gotten a promotion, and now they have to make a huge decision about whether or not they want to take it, but they have to uproot their life. And you guys could just be at a disagreement, maybe because I'm sensing like family, like having to move away from family. Potentially maybe someone is sick. I don't know where that's coming from. But, well, the home, because like the Chariot card is a Cancer card, so it rules the 4th house. The 4th house is the house of the family and the home, literal home. So let's see here, we have the Anticipation card, and this says, expect the best, the world is working in your favor. So I think this is how this person feels, is this is like a divinely guided change and shift, this move, whether or not you feel the same, or maybe this could be vice versa, because energy can go both ways. But this has something like, yes, it has to do with work, but also about, there would be a plane right now. It is like 9:30 at night. Travel, an airplane. Where do you guys have to go? It might be like a long long distance. But this card says, the good you do comes back to you an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. So I could see that this person has probably invested a lot of time into this career, and this is finally something that they feel is like a reward to them. It is a great success with the success card here. This is also a number 12, which is a 3, which does have to do with travel. There's a lot of travel involved here. Could have to do with something Gemini related, so like IT, computer, also travel agency, that just popped up. But there is like, it's a need to call upon your inner strength. I think that they're either afraid, if this is you who needs to make the move, they're afraid, or you're afraid potentially, because you don't know if you have the strength to like pick up and start over. Maybe you've never done that before, but you definitely have it in you. It just seems as though you just feel like you have so much connected to the land where you are now. This is probably like maybe a generational thing. You were born and raised there along with like your family, especially if it's a totally different country. Then that's like a pretty scary endeavor for you, I'm feeling. But there is great success to be had here. There's a lot of benefits that would come. We have the Princess of Autumn, so it's happy news about your career and promotions, and needing a little bit of a push to get going. So I'm seeing here that there is like, this was meant to happen to either you, your partner, or a friend, whoever this person is, to get both of you out of your comfort zone, or both or one of you to get out of your comfort zone, and like spread your wings. I am seeing a lot of reference to like Egyptian ancestry here. And there's a lot of just like, it's a golden opportunity I'm getting, and they really want to tell you that's how they feel, but maybe they're afraid that you won't feel the same way, or vice versa. But yeah, there definitely is like a tropical aspect here. Maybe you don't want to move there because it's super hot. That's super random, but yeah, there's like, I'm getting Hawaii, Egypt. This could be ancestral as well, instead of necessarily where you're going to move, but, or maybe you have to move away from Hawaii and you don't want to, because I'm right there with you. If I was living there, I would not want to leave either. You just feel like this is like, or they feel like it's stripping them of like their identity or something that they've identified with for so long. And I'm getting like a sadness, but also kind of like an excitement, like a possible excitement, but it is a huge change. And definitely, if you want to stay together, this would be the best move. I think, I'm not sensing that like long distance would work out super well, or maybe you guys already are long distance. This card is super interesting. Yeah, I'm getting Europe also. Strong influence on Europe. But we're also going through the eclipse in Cancer, the solar eclipse in Cancer, and so that could be like, if you or your partner's Cancer, Cancer rising, Cancer moon, it could be a huge change, a huge shift. The North Node's also in Cancer, as I'm sure a lot of you know, and this travel is like divinely guided. And it can be kind of scary for the partner who isn't influenced as much by the Cancerian energy, just because you feel like you have to follow. It's not like you feel like insecure, maybe it's like not your path. Yeah. Or they do. Either way, I mean, whoever this job is related to is definitely like worth the investment. This is definitely a great opportunity for you. There's a lot of success to be had, as well as like with the Leo card here, it's good for like your self-esteem. Like it's something that you feel like you deserve, and like you're really like, they're proud of the fact that they made this accomplishment. There's like a lot of yellow in general and that's good, like solar plexus, and they're passionate about this. And maybe they just like aren't letting on as much and like telling you that they're as passionate about it, just because they're afraid that it would scare you, because you guys do share differences in opinion about this decision. Anyway, I think that is it for group number 1. I'm not really sensing any other messages here. This definitely is more like a career-based decision. Career and travel. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up these files. Thank you so much, group number 1, for stopping by. If you are new to this channel, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz if you like this reading. And yeah, I post like at least once a week, but sometimes 2. I've been good about it so far. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening and make that decision. All right, so time for my group number 2s. This is a huge pile. Y'all had a lot to say, or whoever this person is has a lot to tell you. Ooh, I just saw something. Okay. Wow. So this is definitely a more complicated situation that's going to require a lot of patience to deal with. I am sensing this could definitely be, if this is a no contact situation, I'm getting this is a no contact situation. We have the message card in reverse here, next to the expansion card, and I think so there's like an emphasis on travel, like someone did move, maybe for family, and this has caused kind of a disarray or like a disillusionment, and or literally just separation. Like this move caused separation. We have the 3 of Cups in reverse, the 2 of Pentacles in this deck, the fairy deck, it's Autumn, the Knave of Water in reverse, the Wheel, the 10 of Autumn in conjunction with the Queen of Water, the 7 of Earth, Prayer, Invoke, and then down here, the Queen of Air in reversed, and the Knight of Fire in reversed. So this is this sort of energy, this right away. The last communication you had with this person, whether it was them to you or you to them, was very unpleasant. The Queen of Swords in reverse has a tendency to be just like very cutting, sharp, rather bitchy, to be honest. And then with the Knight of Fire, it's someone who just goes in, goes out. Like quick, just kind of just like pulling a Yui through there. Someone here feels like backstabbed by this behavior. This could be a Sagittarius, this is a very big Sagittarian energy, just because, I mean, Sagittarius and Gemini have a tendency to do this same thing. I have a ton of Gemini in me too, and when you get irritated, I have a tendency just to be like, you know, and just say whatever comes to my mind and end up like regretting it later. So what I'm saying is like this definitely could have caused chaos, like literally caused something to just like turn into a tornado. This literally has a tornado on it. You guys couldn't have spoken since last fall is what I'm seeing. So what, like September, October, November? Last November? Maybe. And this honestly could just have been a friend. I'm not saying someone who is necessarily super, like this isn't like an intense, like deep a connection, as deep of a connection. Definitely, I mean, we have soulmates that are friends and soulmates that are also, like actual partners. But I am seeing like this person is definitely watching you from a distance, kind of like spiritually holding your hand in a way. I think that they do wish you well. They feel like they can't message you, and that could also be because you, like, they see that you have, like, someone else, whether that's a friend or they're just, like, not comfortable speaking. There's, like, a discomfort of talking to one another, probably honestly because it was so awkward with this last exchange. With the Knave of Water in reverse here, they could be just, like, not sure, like, so there's just, like, an immaturity here. Like, there's something, like, an emotional immaturity, which is, so this could have also been them. They could have been, so if they're not a Sagittarius, potentially, like, a Gemini, and they just aren't as emotionally intellectual as I'm seeing, like, maybe you are. They see, yeah, because we have the Queen of Water here. So if you're a female, and, I mean, the Queen of Water could definitely be a guy or a girl, but if you identify as, like, a Cancer, like, Scorpio, Pisces, you know, I mean, the figure on this card is, like, a very, like, it's a naked woman. So I am seeing that this is most likely a female. But you are very emotionally intelligent. This could have been, like, especially if someone speaks to you like this as a Cancer, like, speaking as a Cancer, it just makes you feel like some type of way, you know? But I am seeing that even though you guys aren't in contact, with the Two of Autumn, you have managed to, like, juggle, like, your life and, like, not let this affect you as much. With the Three of Water in reverse, it feels like maybe there is, like, a little blow to the happiness on either both you and their end. They're just, no, I'm definitely sensing it's both of you. There's just, like, not as much as, like, a missing, but, like, kind of like a nostalgic factor, because I am sensing you guys probably did have a lot of fun together. This I'm totally getting Sagittarius vibes. Someone who is, like, super adventurous. You guys had a lot of fun together, but there's just, like, a disconnect when it comes to, like, the emotional level and maturity. With the Two of Autumn at the bottom, it says, bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and an exceptional talent for multitasking. And that's next to the Wheel, which is delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car, or travel. Next to the Ten of Autumn, being take steps to ensure your financial security of your children or other loved ones, make wise investments, planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. So in terms of the people who did end up moving and just, like, haven't been in contact with this person because of that, I am sensing there's, like, a bitterness around that move in general, but this move was definitely beneficial for whoever had to make it. With the Invoke card, it says, ask for a blessing. There's endless supply of divine support awaiting at your request. So there's a potential that you are feeling, like, lonely at this time, or they're feeling lonely at this time, and they are trying to, like, call in maybe another soulmate potentially, because, like, there's a hole left. With the Ten of Autumn, like, definitely this could have been, like, a long-standing relationship between you and this person, maybe since, like, elementary school or, like, 10th grade, random, but there's, like, many cycles I'm seeing here, like, so many years. This literally could have been 10 years of friendship. Yeah, there's, like, graduation. I'm getting graduation, something about graduation. Maybe you had to move after graduation. This could be something related to after finishing college. So here we have with the Queen of Water, we have the Seven of Earth. So definitely somebody could have been writing letters. Maybe someone's in the military. Another reference there. But there's, like, a huge message of, like, patience and prayer. So this could be, like, whoever is this water sign, or someone who displays more of a water characteristic, someone who's, like, more emotionally involved in the situation, is really, like, kind of, I don't, like, sitting on their hands, like, that sounds, like, so bad, but really trying to call in and, like, pray to their spirit guides, God, the universe, whatever you choose to believe, They're really working on their heart chakra. I'm seeing that. Lots and lots of green. And they're doing this to heal, potentially from like the situation that went on between you two, but also just for their own good, because they recognize that their heart chakra is affecting their abundance or ability to manifest abundance. So it says, I'm open and receptive to the power of grace in my life. Now I ask to be shown clear examples of how this energy is operating in my life. So yeah, they're definitely in a more receptive mode. I am seeing if you want to message this person, even though I don't think that this person is going to message you necessarily. They would be open to hearing it. I mean, I'm not sure they want to like rekindle things necessarily, or if they are like ready for that. Whoever's in this healing state is kind of just like focusing on their work, focusing on basically securing the bag. And I am getting like, if this person isn't emotionally ready, like they're gonna know, you know, like they're not ready to have that communication yet if that other person's not willing to meet them, but they do pray and like love this person from a distance. And that's why things are so complicated. Such a huge influence on the heart chakra. You guys are definitely connected through your heart chakra. There's like a sigil here of like the moon, and it's just like at nighttime I can definitely sense like laying in your bed and just like thinking about that person, and like a longing to like maybe rekindle that, but it's kind of like when you're like in love with a memory, like that sort of thing. It is the nostalgia of it all, like, because relationships like this you can't just like let go of, you know. They don't just evaporate from your mind after that person's gone. They do they last, you know. No matter how bad a relationship is or gets to be at the end, no matter what that person says to you, you'll always have those good memories to hold on to, and that's probably the hardest part about letting people go. But I am seeing that this was definitely for like an expansion, the betterment of either you or the other person. But there is like a huge sense of like love, like their energy is hugging you from afar, like both ways, and supporting you. I think that they see that what the Three of Cups in reverse can also mean is like, even though they're not sharing like that emotional abundance with you now, they do see that you are having that. And even whether or not, I mean, we all know hashtag IG life isn't always real, but they want to invoke that in their own life, and they also pray for you, and they like support you in that on like an energetic level, even if they aren't speaking to you right now. But yeah. Anyway, I think that is all for this pile. It's all the messages I'm receiving. Yeah. This is a very, very strong like heart chakra feeling. I feel like I have little tears. They definitely love you. If you ever wondered about that, like at least on a friend level, they want you to have the best of the best, the things that can come into your life. Like they want you to be happy. Okay, perfect. Well, I thank you, group number 2. If you like this message, please leave me a comment down below. Also, you could like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and that would mean a lot to me. But yeah, have a good night, day, whatever. Obviously, you can tell it's night for me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on group number 3. What's going on, group number 3? This is also a huge pile. You and group number 2, and the people that want to speak to you, they want to speak to you, have a lot to say. Excuse me. It's backwards. Okay. Oof. Okay. So my group number 3s. Okay. So what this person wants wants to tell you they're seeking higher ground in the situation. They want to clear the air energetically for the both of you. This something could be related to childhood. I'm seeing like a young blonde girl. So we have the Empress in reverse. If this is related to a child or something, a pregnancy, things like that, this is totally like, I don't typically, like, this is more of like a departed loved one message. Just this half of the reading, I think someone needs to hear that, like, she's safe, your child is safe. If you had a miscarriage or something, or had, like, with the Empress in reverse, I'm totally getting the vibe of, next to the Ten of Cups, which is definitely like a huge family card. She's okay. Your child is okay. Okay, done with that part of that message. So in regards to this person, what they want to say is they definitely are searching for higher ground. They don't, like, things aren't the same. Things aren't like how they used to be between you two. They want like a new beginning with you in a practical sense. They still have a lot of emotion here. There's a heightening of emotions actually, like at this time with the moon next to the Ten of Water. They could feel honestly kind of drained potentially. Let's see, they have the Nine of Air in reverse, and they want to come out of this. They want to come out of this constant like thinking about the situation. I think that this person definitely, if you aren't in contact with them, they want to talk to you and kind of get things started again. They think you're absolutely beautiful. This could go both ways, but we have Seek Beauty next to the Ace of Swords, and there's a huge influence, like emphasis. That's been the word I've been looking for like this entire reading. Emphasis on like your lips. But let's see here. So we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this person definitely wants to seek higher ground with you. They want to nurture this connection again. With the Knave of Fire in reverse, I think that they just aren't secure in knowing like if they can sustain it. I think that's the main thing. I think that this person is a very like go-getter type, and because we have to keep the dreams alive next to the denial of the Ace of Fire, I think that they have like a really hard time, like they have dreams about you, they think about you a lot. This person has like a very strong like sexual attraction to you. I think that they are concerned about whether it's sustainable on like an emotional level. That's why they want to give you something practical. I think that they want to nurture this, because they do see the possibility of like having that emotional connection with you. I think that they're just not quite there yet. With like the Empress in reverse, it's just maybe they've given you too much in the past, and so that's what makes them nervous, and that's maybe they have become like guarded, like closed off because of that. Because in this card, this is a man like at the feet of this woman, just like kind of like down and out. Yeah. But with this in the reverse, you could have potentially rejected this person in the past, but they are secretly hiding feelings that. But I think that there's just like this feeling that like uncertainty of knowing that if they can like keep it going, you know, like they want to have like this Ace of Cups moment. There's 3 aces here with the Ten of Cups, like in general, and the Empress. You would think that this would be like the total package. Like they see you as like the total package, but there's something out of reach for them. There's something like, I think that they're being their own worst enemy, and that's why they feel like they can't quite connect all the way. We have the gift card. They see you as a gift, for real. This is grace is a gift from God. We don't need to work hard to earn it, feel worthy enough to deserve it, or surrender our needs to receive it. This is a gift of grace is our birthright. Or the gift of grace is our birthright. I think maybe they don't feel like they're deserving, or they just don't trust themselves yet. Maybe they just haven't like gotten to that point. And this has something to do with when they were a child. There are lots of there are three images of kids, but like there's like an irresistible, that was the word I was looking for, irresistible urge and attraction to you, and they want to deny themselves. It's like the forbidden fruit. Like they feel like, honestly, like this could be too good to be true, like that they could be going through that kind of like mentality, like there's no way that you could love them back. With the Ace of Cups in reverse here, yeah, they're like maybe they're, this is another interesting message, maybe they're used to people only wanting physical things from them, and they think that you might be like that, like this is something they experienced in their past, and like maybe they just think that, oh, like it's just superficial, like maybe it's just superficial between me and this person. But they want to take it to another level. They want to see like where it can go. They're hiding these emotions because they don't want to get hurt, even though they see you as someone like so good for them, like such a good match. I think that with the Empress in reverse, they do have self-worth issues. They have insecurities, and they also could hide that from you too. I can definitely see this person as being someone who is like, you know, those people who are like attractive but like don't know that they're attractive, so they like kind of act like cocky in a way, or like they put up a front, you know, but like deep down they're totally just like ooey gooey, like a teddy bear. Yeah, they just like want to see where this can go, but they're like super afraid to tell you that, because I think that they're afraid of like diving in themselves. I'm seeing that you could be a Pisces. I think this person it's probably like maybe a fixed sign, just like with this like apprehensiveness, or I mean Virgos have a tendency to do the same thing. I'm a Virgo moon, but I am seeing fire for the counterpart. Yeah, they're just so like nervous. They're like, they think about you like all the time, but they just don't know. They just don't know. This is honestly like really cute. It's like young love, you know. It's like they dream about you and they like want to be with you, but they like don't know how. And like I'm seeing like whoever, like potentially you, whoever's the water sign in the situation, is just like, come on, like you want to open up. It's just like what's stopping you, basically. Fear. This person's scared at the crux of it. But yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing for you guys. Group number 3. This is a pretty like decent message, you know. Someone really likes someone. It's just scared. Alright. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button so you can see more pick a card readings. Or like this video also. Give it a big thumbs up, would help me out a lot. And I'm so thankful for you stopping by. Alright, moving on to group number 4. This is going to be a long video. Alright, so what's going on, group number 4? I like doing this because I feel like sometimes timestamps don't load right away. Yikes. Let's see. Oof. Okay. Someone here is controlling. I'm definitely seeing strong earth. Yeah. We have the Queen of Earth twice here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be dealing with. So right off the bat, we have the Three of Swords next to the Five of Summer, next to the Queen of Autumn. So there's obviously going to be multiple stories, 2 stories I'm getting here. If this is a person that you've broken up with, that you had to fight with over a third party, potentially an earth sign, someone was making a choice between you and them, this didn't end well. Other story, if you are, or you or them are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you could be experiencing disconnection because of a heartbreak, because of some serious struggling, fighting. And this has most recently been brought to your attention, that this person's super strict. This person wants things a certain way. They want things to be their way, and this is super uncomfortable for you or them, whichever way. This was illuminated. I'm getting domestic violence. There could have been domestic violence. There's domestic violence going on in this 10 of Wands. Someone is super tired, fed up, just like done, and they're not happy in this connection anymore, and they want to focus more on themselves than they do in this relationship, because it's just not satisfying them the way that it used to. Or they could also be tired because of work, because their bag isn't secured. You guys could be living paycheck to paycheck. That can cause a ton of stress and arguments and fighting. So with this 3 of Winter, we have reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from the situation. Sadness that will heal with time. My empathic heart is just like, sad. And then the 5 of Summer, which is trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on which frightens or worries you. So this could totally be a codependent relationship. Someone was heavily dependent on somebody else for the financial like abilities of the other, and this was exhausting, like, and it was hard to juggle every bit and part of their life, just because like they were stressed out about this, and like things were just like not even, and this caused like a rigidity and like resentment in this relationship. Yeah. And they may have just communicated this to you, or they need to communicate this to you and they don't know how. Or if you broke up and you don't know why, that could be why. This is definitely for your highest benefit. This is not a healthy relationship. I'm seeing one of you is more stable than the other, which is good. You guys could both be earth signs, actually. And this was definitely a difficult decision to make. Like, you feel like connected to this person, but at the same, so at some point there was like a very strong like nesting, like in comfort that you saw in this person, but it got to the point where like you kind of felt blinded. So with this comfort card, it says lean back into the arms of grace, let go and let God. So this definitely is just like, they want to tell, I honestly feel like this is a message more from like angels, like your spirit guides. They want you to know that like you're secure right now, and they see like what you're going through, and just like to lean on them and like to let it go. Also, if this is a friend, they could also be urging you to, like, if you went through a domestic violence case, you have a friend that really wants you to lean on them, and they understand like what it's like to be at a crossroads. I'm seeing you have an empath near you. But with this focusing on the self card, it says go within, and when we invest more energy in developing our spiritual lives, the outer world begins to take care of itself. So this could have also been you started investing more into yourself, and then this happened. And that happens when we raise our vibration. When we raise our vibration, we just like, if people aren't willing to meet us there, or like rise with us, then it's just natural for things to fall apart, because there's a natural resistance and rigidity that gets illuminated, because nobody wants, it's like, you know, when people are like drunk at a party and it's like if you're not at the same level, I mean, this is like a super weird like example, but like you want to be at the same level as the people that you spend every day with, and otherwise if you're not, then it's just like it's uncomfortable, there's friction, and there's just like it. So this guy is like in this choices card, he's like looking at one side and he's like looking towards the light, and I think that you were really like in your heart of hearts looking towards the light. You want, or they wanted, to follow their truth, and like it just so happens that like this is an old vibrational pattern for them, and for you both, truly, because whatever is meant for you won't pass you by. It's just like it wasn't serving you anymore, you and them, to be quite honest. And this is just really urging you to find your own light. For any of those who like have been through domestic violence, like I am so sorry. So I definitely just like that's coming through really strongly, like having to hide, having to like feel like you're in the darkness, having this just like a struggle, like, and it's like the heartbreak happened even before the actual relationship split, because like when you're in those types of relationships, it's just like you're taming a beast, and like for so long you probably feel like you can, and it's like at some point you have to give up, and it's like I see that this group of people, like especially if you're an earth sign, you never give up. Like that's just something like we don't do. Like determination usually like comes with reward, but it just looks like this just wasn't going anywhere. No matter how much effort you put in, you just end up getting more tired, more drained, more like just pulled out of your element. Yeah. Drained financially too. There's like a huge emphasis on like your pocket, wearing, like having to wear like old clothes, maybe even not being able to travel, not being able to do like a lot of the things that you wanted to do, that you wished you could do, like, and being able to like even enjoy the comforts of your own home because you're always so stressed. So this is like a really excellent time to like start working on yourself, start investing more in you, and I think that that's what this person's going to do anyway, but for you, like really embracing like the god and goddess in yourself, and like manifesting for you, and like taking like this heartbreak and really transforming it into like the lesson that it was supposed to serve, and kind of detaching from those feelings of lack that were caused by this relationship. And yeah, because this is the moon in Libra. Moon in Libra can be actually pretty volatile. People like don't think about that, but it's also like a high stress moon. But partnership is probably something you've really leaned on like your whole life potentially, or like you're used to being in a partnership, and this is like a really good time to come out of that, to embrace being alone, take care of yourself, like do the Queen of Autumn things, you know, like, or Queen of Pentacle things, like go get your nails done, go get your feet done, you know, like enjoy just being at home, eating good food, and doing things that make you happy, like that feed your own spirit, and you are going to become and feel so much more whole at the end of this. Yeah. So that's the message I'm getting with this group. Overall, I mean, a good message. No one likes to hear like this kind of message, I feel like, always, because obviously some of you have been experiencing hurt, but just it is true, like to trust that there is a reason for everything that happens, and just like removing yourself from those toxic negative energies is so beneficial for you in the long run. You are going to feel so much better, like literally, like, the energetic burden is going to be lifted soon. So yeah, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go ahead and pick all these up, get group number 5 started. You sweet souls, I'm praying for you guys. Like, I've been there, I've been through this situation. Like, it's definitely hard going through it, but totally worth it when you're on the other side. Anyway, if you like this message, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I feel like such like a broken record saying that so many times, but I would love to keep reading for you guys. So let me. I'm so awkward. I'm sorry. My Virgo moon is just like, I have such good intentions, but I feel like sometimes it just comes across as like weird. And I'm a Cancer. So like my social skills are like, they're like good, but I stay home a lot. Alright, so here we are for group number 5. What does this person want to tell you? This person wants to be in a relationship with you, or you guys are already in a relationship. This could have been a very quick, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, start of a relationship, like one of those relationships where you meet and you're just like, yes, and then you just like dive in, or else that's like how they feel about you. Because we have the 2 of water next to the partnership card. And it says, God speaks to us through people. We're ambassadors of grace for one another. So I am seeing that this relationship is still upright, so still standing, but there is a need to like catch your breath, like a need to focus on your health. This is a 6. Yeah, someone could be experiencing some health related issues. Maybe they aren't telling you that. Also, maybe they're not telling you that they have I don't know why someone would tell you that they have asthma, but that's totally like health, catch your breath, asthma. Also, I'm seeing like this person potentially might feel, so we have like the invisible card. So either what they want to tell you but haven't told you is like, because it's next to the ideal course of action, it's like better if they don't tell you this. The High Priestess is also here, and she's a silent woman, but also this could literally mean that they feel invisible to you in some way. I'm so tired of these planes. I don't even live next to an airport. But we have here, it's down by awaken. So, also random, they could be focusing on like occult sciences, like some metaphysics, things like that. Like, they could be going through a spiritual awakening right now and they just like don't know how to tell you that, or they think that it might sound weird if they told you about that, although if you're on this channel then you've probably already gone through a spiritual awakening. I think that another thing they want to tell you, there's a Make-A-Wish card next to the Lust card. They could want you to take more of an initiative when it comes to like sex, or like things of that nature. They have a desire to, like, obviously they want to be intimate with you. That's pretty clear. Also, if they have an issue related to intimacy, it has nothing to do with you, and they want you to know that. Because they want desperately, like, to have this, like, fiery, like, passionate, like, love affair, you know? But I think that they're working through some things in their own time. They might, so like the 5 of water, 5 of cups in reverse, they're just getting over something. They left something that was, that they invested a lot of time into, and I think that's why they kind of just are trying to literally catch their breath. They're trying to work on themselves a little bit more. Maybe you guys haven't been intimate and they really want to, but like they are trying to take their time because of this like past heartbreak or something. Maybe they haven't told you that they've been through this heartbreak. Maybe that's just something they haven't opened up. And that's like what's invisible to you, is you don't know the extent of which their like life experiences have been, because I am seeing like these people in the Five of Water are drowning, so they could have just felt like at some point, like even possibly within like the last 2 years, this could have been a 2-year relationship for them, that they felt like suffocated by someone. This could have been a Scorpio. Things were just really, really intense. I am seeing there's a lot of water here. So if you or them could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I'm also seeing Aquarius. They're ready to move on into something more fruitful and like placidius, you know, like clean, clear. Like, I think that their past is really like muddy and murky, and they have they're really happy to be out of that and to potentially find a better partnership with you, to be with you. There definitely could have been sexual abuse or sexual issues in that past relationship, and they're really looking forward to having a much better sex life with you. If you're a kid, like, just like pretend like I didn't say that, although I'm not one for like censorship, so if you're here, I believe you were brought here for a reason. So we have like the number 7 here, which is also a very spiritual number. This is the High Priestess of Spirit. So I think that they're just trying to listen to their intuition and trying to like take things slow. I think that that's honestly what their spirit guides are telling them to do, because I think that physical intimacy has become very sacred to this person, because of their past. Their person in their past have also made them feel invisible, and that's why you're looking better every day. You got that Benjamin Button. All right. So I live in an apartment complex, and it's just like, have you ever heard? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. Okay. You guys could connect over music. That's a whole other thing. So I'm seeing like this person has a lot of different faces. I would say they have different. Some could perceive like not like a personality disorder necessarily, but they're very like emotive. They have like a lot of different sides that you like haven't seen. To them, they're like an onion. Like, you know, when people say like people are like onions, like they have layers. Like, this person's got a lot of layers, and it's gonna take quite some time to get deep under the hood of that car, just because I wouldn't say that they're like necessarily super guarded towards you. I think that they're like awakening and like releasing and dropping those walls, because they are like a castle. They have been a castle for quite some time, and they're ready to release that, but I think that they're just shy about it. But they have like, this person really wants to tell you things. They really want, like, they don't need to be like secretive. I think that this could come off really secretive, especially with the Scorpio card here. I don't think that they mean to be that way. They just like, there's an inner child in them that they've been healing for a while now, but they feel like very, they're still like a little scared, you know? But they understand totally that, like, in order to become more connected to you, that they will have to divulge some more information. It's just slow. It's just slow for them. But this person has a super childlike personality, and they definitely have those like teenage fantasy feelings towards you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think this is a really suitable relationship. I think that you guys are good. This person's good. They just need some time. But yeah, I think you know this too. Like, this is, I think you know that there's something they're not letting on to. This says trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. This was next for the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make a major life change. So yeah, this person just like chose to make a major life change, and they have become more like reserved because of that. But that's why they are more careful and reflective before making and like taking that initiative with someone. And I think that's honestly like a really good thing. I think that's something that's kind of lost in like my generation, younger generations, even older generations. Our media kind of just like reflects like an unrealistic, or more like unhealthy, like in a lot of ways toxic way of dealing with the relationships, as to like you know, like one night stands, like that sort of thing. I think this person is just so like over that. This is like, that's just like not who they are. And I think they're also afraid to overwhelm you with emotion because they don't want to scare you off. Yeah. But they do, like, I'm just total Scorpio vibes. Also getting allegory of the cave. I think that this person is like a very philosophical person, very, very, very awakened. And I think that is another reason why they take their time with things, and that's beautiful. Okay. So hopefully this was enlightening to you. Hopefully you got a message. For all of you guys who have stopped by, I'm so thankful. For all my new friends, I am so thankful. It's so nice to meet you. I will be back with another pick a card reading probably like tomorrow, next day. I don't know, it takes like 900 years for these videos to upload. But if you did like this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I will see you guys when I see you. Alright. I love you. Bye.